All right, let's take a look at what's going on here with our satellite and radar composite. So for now, it looks like we are tracking another round of showers and storms across the area. We're going to keep an eye on all of these for you. But for now, I did want to show you how there is an area from Whitmire through areas just outside of Winsboro into Elgin. I wanted to kind of put that on there before I really get started, because this is an area that's being watched by the National Weather Service, or is being investigated from this morning. Of course, we had Derek Rush that was out live. Now, he was in the Elgin area, which was kind of like the tail end of where it is, but that's an area that they'll be investigating today for a possible long track tornado that happened earlier this morning. So I want to go ahead and make sure I update you on that, and I let you know what's going on with that. So we'll have a little bit more information in our later shows. For now, still watching showers and storms and a brand new severe thunderstorm warning that just was issued for parts of Bamberg County. This is the one that we were looking at the top of the show. Just deep red color there, an indication of very, very heavy rain and gusty winds. We have had movements going to the east at about 40 miles per hour. And so this is going to be a strong line. You can see all the lightning that's embedded in it. And that severe thunderstorm warning will stay in place until 1 o'clock. Remember, we have the tornado watch still in place also for those communities. That will stay in place until 1 o'clock also. We did have several of the communities come out of it, because what the Weather Service is doing, once the strongest cells move through those areas, they'll take that watch down. So for now, Bamberg, you're still under the gun. So make sure you are using caution, going to that lowest level of your home, trying to get out of those mobile homes when at all possible. You also want to make sure you're checking on your friends, family, and neighbors. This extends into Roseville, Branchville, 601, 321. So not just in the Bamberg area, but also over into Orangeburg County. And then we're looking at the top end here near Manning. This is going to be near Highway 261, 260, and 521. Those communities under the gun with heavy rain and wind, including Turbeville as well. So then we start to look at what could be round 3. So that's round 2. We're wrapping that up. Still intense, but it's moving on away from the Midlands. This is what could possibly be round 3 for a little bit later. This is a cluster that's from Athens over towards Atlanta, Eatonton, Experiment into Macon, all of those communities. I mean, heavy rain, wind, all of that coming through. It's going to be shifting into South Carolina. So as I take the lightning off, you can see how deep those red colors are there. That's an indication of just pounding heavy rain. And this cluster is not moving quite as fast as the first cluster, because this is more associated with that low pressure that's a little bit farther up in the sky. So it moves a little bit slower. For now, we don't see any warnings with that batch of weather. We do have the watch in place. That means conditions are right for us to see a warning, but for so far, we have not seen a warning. All right, so those are those communities there. Their watch will stay in place until 1 o'clock as well. All right, we'll be keeping an eye on the severe weather risk for the remainder of the day. We are under a marginal and a slight risk, and then for tomorrow, it's not all over. We're still going to carry a marginal risk there as well. The tornado watch, they're sliding it down now, but still Clarendon and Orangeburg counties and Bamberg, you're in that for the next 30 minutes or so. And then a 70% chance of storms continue for us right through about lunchtime. It starts to improve as we get to that 1 and 2 o'clock time frame. It's not over, but at least they take the storm chance down for us, down to about 20 to 30%. All right, where are we going from here? That's the question. 1 o'clock, notice we're looking at that cluster of storms. Remember that storm I just told you that was severe? Well, it's doing a pretty decent job of lining it up just to the south of us. This is off by about 30 minutes or so. Remember the round 3? Well, there it is, starting to push in. Notice that at 3 o'clock, it would be giving us some rain in Columbia, Lexington, Saluda, and then it would be shifting over to the east, but keeping most of the active weather down to the south. This takes us to 4 o'clock. A lot of it begins to shift southward, but still keeping some showers around. So just kind of keep that in mind if you were planning on heading out to the ballpark to hang out with us for this evening. And then tomorrow, we have another round of a couple of storms coming in for first thing Friday morning. Showers and storms will be around until about lunchtime before cooler and drier air begins to filter in, just in time for Mother's Day weekend. All right, we're in the thick of our first alert weather day, 86 degrees. We're going to be there soon. 85 tomorrow, cooler and drier for the weekend, 79 Saturday, Sundays at 81.